Yeah, because there was legacy stuff in there. I suspect that was the problem. Okie dokie. Well, here we go. I seem to recall you're out in the bogs.
Let's get home. It's a horrible place. It stenches eternally, and we don't want to be here. Right. Well, now we go to that bastard. I think we should get back to town and deal with whatever bastard it was that sent us here. I mean, that might be easier said than done. But I think we should give it a try. What do the rest of you think?
Yes.
Getting back to town would be good where there's warm beds and food.
I'm glad you could join us, Mr. Money.
I just realised it's Tuesday. I thought it was Monday for a minute.
That's Easter for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Why is he sitting there talking about Pathfinder being inferior to Rifts instead of reminding me there's a game going on?
Everyone knows Pathfinder's
is inferior to Rifts.
Is superior to Rifts, yeah.
No, inferior was the word I used, and you said it is.
No, I said Rifts was inferior to Pathfinder. That's what I heard.
You meant the other way around.
Afraid not. No, definitely not.
Are you're not playing in test? Are you playing in test?
No. I never go in test.
Can you test if you don't let players join test?
I don't ever bother going into tests because I don't need to. I just basically because I
Sit.
Whoa.
Down.
Gotta get back first. Yeah. I wouldn't bother. You don't get once you get to there. I'm hitting you with an encounter.
William Money comes wandering out of the bushes and goes, "Well, that is it."
No, that's. I don't need that one anymore.
And now we know why this bog is stenching so much. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Money.
If I'd left it in town, they'd have had to evacuate.
That's interesting. Why is blood splat? Why is blood spat an image? Oh well.
I'm really feckin' not liking this place.
The Cupid Swamp. That's what I was looking for. No, that's not the one. Cupid Swamp is. Oh yeah, it is Cupid Swamp. I just need to get rid of everything. Need to get rid of the death markers and the fire effects. And back on the clouds. And off the mud because that isn't there. Rid of roof shingles. I think that will do it if I do that. Hang on. Delete all the tokens. There we go. Okay.
So can you get us across this here water again then, Mr. Watt? With that sonic screwdriver thing of yours. Because if there's more feckin' leeches here, I don't want to go swimming.
Shadow lay, even though the building's See, that's the way back.
I shall move cautiously down to the water's edge and be on the lookout for leeches.
No leeches. And I have a notice check, please.
From everybody or just...
I didn't know shit.
You can have notice from him. Oh, yeah, certainly.
If you don't notice that, Mr. Money, you know, go back to where you were in the bushes just now. I'm pretty sure you'll find it.
The amazing Adolfo. You see a prairie dog looking at you. Disappears back into the bushes.
A prairie dog.
It's one of his prairie dogs again.
You mean those cute little gophery things?
That carry black plague.
Hmm.
So do humans.
The Black Plague in the first place.
Oh, look at that. Cute little prairie dog. You want to make sure Larceny watches where she's putting her hooves then. If there's dog holes around here, she could break her ankle.
I've been keeping her to slow walk. She had a rough time of it back there.
Now, Mr. Watts, can you do that thing with your spanner or whatever it is and get the water cleared out the way so we can get over without having to swim? I know you're not all there right now, but if you could, it'd be great, mightily appreciated.
It's just muddy water. You can wade for it, no problem at all.
But this is
It's
my
a
best
bit
suit.
super slow, muddy water wading. No thanks.
How far can you leap?
With a run up and a raise on an athletics roll, 2 inches.
And that's 3, isn't it?
How deep
Yeah.
is that water? How deep is the water?
Depends on your pace, doesn't it?
Knee high.
Nope.
How deep the bennies must flow. Hello, Mr. McD.
Well,
How are you,
thanks,
sir?
thanks for flowing the bennies. Who said that?
Juan just starts walking across the water. Well, not on top of the water, just you know.
Oh!
Showing off now. I'm just going to float across.
Well, I mean, with this past weekend, I didn't want people to get confused.
Exactly.
you with a chocolate egg.
If it's only knee deep on us, it's not that deep to Larceny. So I'm on horseback. So
Well, one's head does look a little bit like a chocolate egg. Right, well, I guess I'm going to have to clean my boots when I fucking get back then, aren't I? Oh,
or
do
start
not
riding
like
a horse like
I do
normal.
not like this place at all.
I guess we'll
Quite a few more prairie dogs come charging out of the bushes in what appears to be a frenzied state of attack. Time for those fear checks.
Don't think
Yeah.
that's one of those.
Oh, it's a bunch of puppies.
No, because basically, as they come at you, their eyes are glowing red, and you notice their teeth are
Yeah, cute
Ah,
puppies. They're cute
canine
little
teeth.
puppies. Yeah, I rolled a 12, so that means everyone gets a raise, don't they?
Why did that roll
Plus
super?
one.
Please ignore the fact that that seems to not stop rolling.
So that means I passed one pass.
2 raises. How many do
Yeah,
they get for 2 raises?
You give a plus
Plus
one
one
bonus.
instead of plus one.
Yes. But it's a shiny plus. It's a shiny plus one.
Oh, it's shiny, is it?
Yes, as opposed to a normal plus one. It's a shiny plus one. But looks like everybody is okay. That's fine. As they come,
Well, I'll
as
tell you
these, as
I'll
these,
chuck that in
these
so that that's true.
prairie dogs. Well, what you first look like prairie dogs, but come charging towards you now with what you realise are razor sharp carnivore teeth in a frenzied, gibbering, chittering post. Adolfo, you're first.
Oh, feck. What do I know about these things? I shall have a bit of a think.
They're possibly piranha dogs.
And does that help me in any way at all, knowing what might be a weakness for them?
Not really. They're just they ain't much more than fur, teeth, and appetite.
Right. Damn it, it's tribbles.
In remote
not.
areas, piranha dog towns have been known to grow to enormous sizes, holding 300 or more hungry terrors. Any living thing that wanders in is stripped of flesh in minutes.
So like
Kill
piranhas.
them. Kill them all. Stab them good. Set them on fire. Kill them with fire and everything else. That's what you need to do.
As they swarm towards you. Hint, hint.
You lot do that. I'll be over here keeping safe.
Program that into swarms, into.
Pardon?
I've just noticed something I've never noticed about swarms before, which of course we can now program in, seeing as I went through every bloody item in Pathfinder and designates them as either slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning.
Yeah, with the versus thing.
Yeah.
Can you get leadership edges to work though?
I don't do. It's all down to the coding, but it's really nice in the fact that now effects. So the most important thing is now is enchantments can have keywords.
Enchantments.
So basically now when you get a Bane weapon in future and it has Bane damage versus whatever, and you just put the type in, and it will. If you're attacking that type of creature, it will automatically do the +4. You don't need sub attacks.
Cool. Can you do that for the high level rangers, getting the extra D6 damage against specific enemy types as well? Then?
Yes.
Yes.
The effect system is covering all the stuff. It's very good.
Yeah. So you basically your item can have effects. All your modifications on the item can have effects as well, so that you can stack all the effects.
You can have versus effects and
versus effects. So if you're
stuff to your character sheet, like your gender on your character sheet and your race on your character sheet.
So today I went through every monster in the Savage Pathfinder bestiary and put in all their environmental weaknesses and all their environmental resistances. So it's all automatic now.
So I wouldn't need to have 15 different sub attacks for every weapon anymore then?
In theory, not. You just have to code them correctly with what they do damage versus and how much extra damage they do versus, and you should be fine.
Someone asked that question in chat about
extra. Well, it should be
Argent Agony, different effects like silver and all that kind of thing, different keywords. And Akil said that there might be a better way to do it.
Will that also work with rogues sneak attack? So against vulnerable targets, they get their extra 1d6 damage.
I don't know about vulnerable now, because that's not an effect.
Well, vulnerable can be put in as an effect, though, can't it? Because you can do it #vulnerable.
So probably you could. I think it'd be extra, wouldn't it? I'm not sure how you do extra d6 damage.
Yeah, but both the
as a
rogue
code,
and both the rogue and the ranger ones would be an extra d6 damage.
Yes, I'm not. I'm just saying I don't know. Logically, yes, you can do it. I just don't know how what the code you would put in is, if that makes sense. Obviously, it's obviously to affect a creature. It's at type damage. So type, far. For example, if something takes +4 far damage, inside the square brackets, you put at far space damage is +4. Those brackets. Mm-hmm. So if you hit them with something with the far effect, they take +4 damage. So now I know extra always rolls an extra d6 because that's how you get used. That's how you can sort of fudge your way around conviction. But I've never tried it as in a dice roll. So I have to work that one out. But anyway, back to the game. So the amazing Adolfo's run away.
Yes.
Okay.
Poop his pants.
No,
it's fine.
I just got to a sensible distance.
Got to a minimum safe distance. At least he thinks he did.
Well, there's probably more defectors out there, but if that's the
Has
case,
he got a handkerchief over his
watch the other
microphone?
ones.
I'm just waiting for him to end his turn, you see, that's the problem.
Oh, it's not like this. Right, well,
I did-
No,
I
I was
did
saying,
t-
has he got a handkerchief over his microphone so he can't hear him properly?
I don't know. Piranha dogs have a pace of 10, so actually he's just going to move right into the middle of you all and just eat all, and then just eat all of you.
Apart from me, because I'm on the other side of the water with the crocodile behind me, 15 foot long.
Possibly. Larceny. Haven't targeted larceny. Okay, the piranha dogs attack, biting and swarming all over you, picking at loose bits of flesh and all sorts. Doing.
It's a swarm, is it?
Yeah, it's a swarm. Wounding Mercy, wounding John, shaking Juan, shaking Sophia, and shaking Larceny. Mercy is not afflicted. Larceny is shaken. You're riding Larceny, aren't you? Well, you lead. No, you said you were leading him, didn't you? I seem to recall last week. What are you talking if you're talking? Okay, that just leaves. Oh, I heard that.
No, I just was waiting for my turn.
That's okay. I couldn't remember if you were riding Larceny or walking Larceny, because if you're riding Larceny,
I'm riding him.
because Larceny's shaken, therefore you need to make a riding check to not be thrown. In the meantime, Sophia D and John Watt make soak rolls.
Oh, Benny at one time.
Sorry, is not injured. Mercy is not thrown from Larceny. That just means one is being shaken, and that just leaves John Watt taking. He hasn't connected
John Watt
yet.
got bitten.
Didn't realise he's not here yet. He's been talking. I didn't realise he hasn't connected. Was he rebooted? I'm going to spend one of his pennies for him. There we go. Okay, that makes my life easier. Over to Mercy Vancouver, who manages to stay on top of the wildly bucking Larceny there.
Okay, well, I want to drive them back, and I'll use selective so I don't wipe out everybody in my own party. Oh, this is not going to be my day for rolling.
It doesn't appear to be, does it?
Yeah, and I can't move because it already engaged us. So
I don't know if they actually get 3 attack swarms. They just automatically damage, don't they?
Yeah, you can
They
move
don't
out
need
of
to
the swamp
attack.
if you like.
You can just move out of a swarm. So you can literally just run away from swarms. Sometimes.
yeah, but once they were engaged, I thought we weren't allowed to move away from them once we
They
were
don't
engaged.
technically have a fighting skill, so technically.
Okay, well then if I tried that and it didn't work, then Larceny and I are gonna move.
Okay. Brings us to Mr. William Money.
And what can I do against a swarm?
You're not even at it yet.
No, but I can't do anything anyway. I can't shoot them, and I've got no I can stomp on them. How big a prairie dog?
Yeah, it's just about.
I'm just going to go on hold, and think he comes out of the woods, I'll shoot him. Yeah, we're going to be looking all around, make sure there's nothing sneaking up on me or them.
Yeah, that brings us to Sophia D.
I think, under the circumstances,
Roll a 6.
Going to run for it. Very sensible move. Yeah, that is the path, actually. Okay, Sophia runs as fast as she can.
It's apparently pretty fast.
Indeed. Good turn of speed there. When you end your turn, it'll be one's go.
Sorry.
That's
Of
fine.
course. There you go.
One remains shaken. However, move.
I'm having some real bad lag here. Okay, so I remain shaken. I want to unshake, so I guess I need to...
And that penny you got just now from Mr. Mac.
And then I'm going to drop into one of my martial arts stances and start doing leg sweeps and start kicking these things all over the place. Oops, that should have been with the raise, I presume. Nope, that didn't ace. Why are my dice not acing? So that should have been 15 points of damage.
Okie dokie. What I need to do now is to okay, so I need to go here. That. And I need to do need to do that. Yes, I do. That's all I need to do. So I just need to do that. There we go. Okay. You kill enough of the piranha dogs that they split into two smaller swarms.
Yep.
Some swarms you can just kill them outright. Apparently these ones you have to split them to small and then kill them. All right, Mr. Watson, you're up.
Yeah, have you got reach set on those swarms?
Not anymore because they're small now.
Right, okay. Well, all I can really do is run, isn't I? But we're going to at least go for 2d4 damage on them. They're flying as well, aren't they? Are they flying?
No, they're prairie dogs. They just have big, sharp teeth.
Prairie dogs
Right.
with big, sharp teeth.
They don't have the
Right,
long
okay,
ears. Otherwise, I'd say they were rabbits.
Right, okay, let's make them fly then.
Oh yeah, because they're not scary enough.
So the Havoc saving throw -2. They go flying for 2d4 damage.
Well, it depends
She'll
on what.
hobble off.
Piece of terrain just appeared and ran off.
Well, I'm just working things out. So what I need to do is
Trying to sneak up on me and it saw me. Look at it. It ran quickly packed off.
Disable line of sight. Now I'm going to have to work out what to do here. Probably what I need to do is go to that layer. Okay. I can stick it there. Look at that. There we go. Oh. That'll do. Look at that. Reshare it just in case. So now you can continue running from in this chase. Okie dokie. Prairie dog swarm. Strength check.
So do they go flying into the water?
No, because you didn't bother targeting them and make them distracted. So, okay, one of them doesn't. Let's try the other one again. A Benny on that. Nope, neither of them. Even though they're distracted, Neither of them are blown away.
Right, off I toddle.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. At which point I need to put it back into game player mode so I can see what's going on. Then I can take Piranha Swarm off hold. Do that. Evil. Well, I'm not the adventure. I rolled up how many swarms there were. Okay, the amazing Adolfo is unaffected. However, Sophia, as the second swarm bursts out to try attempt to devour you, Sophia is shaken, bringing us to the second round. Unless Mr. William Money wants to act before I start the second round.
Well, I could start moving, I suppose.
Take you off hold. You can move.
Hit that run button.
Yep.
That was a very effective run.
Okay. So first this round is Mercy Vancouver.
Okay, using Selecta so I don't get Sophia or Adolfo, although I don't think Adolfo's in my line of fire.
Okay, you cast Burst with your ghost bullets. Do it. You have to shake the swarm. You kill quite a few of them, but not enough to disperse them.
And then Larson here and I are going to move back a little bit more because we're not staying to get chewed up.
That's the way out of the swamp. That's the way out of the swamp.
Oh, well, I don't care. I'm just moving back away from the swarms.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you're running the right way, Sophia. That's what I'm trying to say.
Good.
Okie dokie.
For a moment, I thought I'd gone wrong.
No. The point I was trying to make is that Mercy's backed herself into a corner.
It's fine.
Mr. William Money. Gosh, that was fast.
Run, Forrest, run!
Okie dokie, you're fine.
Can I stomp prairie dogs? I don't know.
You can try stomping him if you wanted to, but as you ran through them.
This is how Spanish dancing was invented.
Indeed. Right, I will stop. Hang on.
Okay, so what's the attack roll for that? Just fighting.
Unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack, yeah.
You haven't given me unarmed. Oh, I've got brass knuckles. Does that count?
No.
So it's a stomp. So just a fighting roll then, yeah.
Yeah, fighting roll, and then basically unarmed attacks damage. So no.
Or one of those because I was running past. I didn't do anything. Yeah.
I mean, you do obviously. You squash a couple, but there's hundreds of the blighters.
This is like a bloody and vicious game of whack-a-mole.
Indeed, they were squeaking all over you. Anyway, once you end your turn, it's the piranha dog swarms to go. Okay, it's the original piranha dog swarm, which is now split in half. So it's going to move. 1, 2, 10. It's going to get to there. Hit the amazing Adolfo and John Watt. Doing 6 whole points of damage, which don't think it will. That will shake John Watt, but do nothing to Adolfo. John Watt is shaken. Juan, you're up. Okay, so you have a diminished swarm next to you that's trying to swarm all over you at the moment.
Yeah. the one I wanted to whack ran away. Oh, no, you got them backwards is what you did. Swarm 1 and Swarm 3 should be reversed.
Ah, that's the problem. Okay. How's that?
Much better. And I will do some more martial arts kicks and spins.
Punting prairie dogs all over the place.
Let's go ahead and Benny that, just because we can. That's better. Oh, that's much better. Well, see, I'm not allowed to kick the dog at home, so.
Okay, I think you got them that time.
And then I will head over this way to help out the rest of the crew. Dooby-dooby-doop.
Yep. So basically, death awaits you with nasty big point. That was it. I couldn't remember. Okie dokie. So that swarm is squished. Okay. Once you end your turn, it's up to the amazing Adolfo to go next.
There's bushes appearing.
I'm just trying to make it clear it's a dead end.
You shall not fall.
Said the tree.
Come on, Mr. What can happen? You don't want to be letting an old man outrun you now, do you? And that's a +2 from a support roll to recover from being shaken for Sophia.
Okie dokie.
I prefer your roll to uncover. That sounded fun.
An uncover roll. Woo!
Well,
Which reminded me of one of the guests in our hotel last night. Woohoo!
oh dear. So
Sophia remains shaken, but she can move without. She can just move, but she can't run.
well, hang on, with the +2, would that have meant that she unshook?
Oh, it would actually. Yes. So you
It
can
would,
run,
okay.
Sophia.
Then run I shall.
Big neon sign points that way when you get down to there.
Brilliant.
Okie dokie. That brings us to Mr. Watt. Who unshakes.
Thank you. Can't get the hang of this. Do you know, some of us have got injured legs, you remember, during the war.
I think they recovered on the 23.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to go there because I'm evil. Bite William Money and Amazing Adolfo are swarmed by the little piranha dogs. They're chewing at you remorselessly.
Oh, are they?
Get off! Get off me! Oh, you little bastards.
William Money bites them off before they can do any damage. And the Amazing Adolfo does the same.
They're just nipping at my boots. I've got these are good boots.
That brings us to Sophia D.
All already? Oh, yeah. Cool.
Interesting.
Needs another one, aren't I, at this rate?
Out of sheer curiosity, you have set and reach to 1, haven't you?
There we go. Oh, look, it seems to be less misty over there.
Must be slightly higher ground.
Must be slightly higher ground, yeah.
As long as you don't go in any of those black blocky bits, they look scary.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. Oh, I know why. I know why it's less misty. There we go.
And the
Seems to be
mid-roll
clicked. Oh, never mind.
Actually, what I could probably do then is if we're going the whole hog, I could probably drop that there, break that out like so, like that, and then drop that at the bottom, and then you don't have big black scary bits. Isn't that cool? There you go. Now, actually, if I can remember how to do it, isn't there a way to alter the scale of the? How do you do it? It's meant to be a way to edit. Ah, hang on. I don't know how they do it. I've watched him do it. He gets an extra button that I don't care. I'm going to.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because I'm not in GM mode, I can't see the button now. Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I should be able to. Although have the area big, I should be able to scale down the font scaling. Shouldn't the graphic the texture scaling so it doesn't look so chunky? But it doesn't really matter. It's an on the fly thing. I love the fact you can do that. Okay, Sophia D has run to there. That brings us to Juan.
It's the paintbrush and the hand edit fill. That's the one you're looking for. It's the third icon along, and then it's the hand, the edit fill button, the hand.
Oh, that's why.
That is why.
Okay, so then it's left click to drag it offset. Maybe I can't do it. Maybe I can't do it because I just dumped it as a layer rather than as a shift mouse wheel to rotate the fill image. Yeah, I don't think it will let me do it because I didn't paint it on. I think it's a.
You just dropped it, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
well,
fine. I did get
We're
an
all zoomed
interesting.
in. We can't even see what you're looking at. We can always zoomed in on is the grass and terrain.
That's fine. It just means there's no disturbing black squares, doesn't it? Okay, Juan's smacked. One has incapacitated another swarm. Hurrah!
How is he doing that to swarms?
He's stomping him.
Chinese kicks.
Chinese stomping kick. Ah.
Brings us to the amazing Adolfo.
Right, I think I need to keep fucking running. Wait for me! And I'll do a bit of stomping as I go past.
It's Vancouver. What you doing up there?
I'm on horseback, dude. I can catch you guys.
Once lastly unshakes. Oh my word, the amazing Adolfo. What do you?
I stomped him.
I stopped him. I see. Roll some. Roll your. Roll.
I didn't stomp him very hard, but I did stomp him.
You did stomp some. Agreed. Mr. William Money, you're up next.
What is the unarmed attack?
Just strength damage.
Okay, let me just add that quick.
There you go.
Yeah.
Are you having a laugh?
So
Wasting pennies on them things.
you told me to have a laugh, so I did.
Ouch.
Oh, yeah. Okay, very good. You can have 2 laughs if you want.
That's almost up when I nod my head, you hit it.
I need to work out how to get the sound effects working again without having to resort to using another dedicated computer. See, Mr. Money, you can still move, of course.
You have a stream deck, put buttons on it.
Yes, but I've got to pipe them through Discord, haven't I? And I've already got so much piping through. I'll have to output the stream deck to another channel and then pipe them through. I've just got to sort it out, that's all.
So you should pass. Amazing Adolfo should pass his turn, then I could pass my turn.
Point taken. It's going to be you two instead then. Shaking Juan and wounding John.
These prairie dogs, man.
I think you've gone the wrong way. We need to be going this way.
Mr. Watt has 2 pennies left, so he can soak if he wishes to.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. He blacks off.
Nippy.
He bashes off the next offending piranha dog.
Bashed it off, did he?
He did indeed. He bashed it off him before it could lock jaws, bringing us to Mr. Watt's turn.
Let's run past this prairie dog and use the spanner.
I think he might have hit. I think he hit a few there.
I mean, it's supposed to be for casting spells, but it is quite heavy.
Okay, so what I need to do is go to the combat tab and I change the size down on that.
But only little. I mean, they've got big teeth, but they are teeny little things.
That means I just add Prairie Dog Swarm number 2 to the map. There we go. And then you move to there.
Yeah, that's definitely a bug. If you've set reach right, that's definitely a bug. Surely.
Boys,
I can't see reach.
I can. That's all that matters. You don't need to see it. Maybe it's a metagaming thing they've disabled.
You can't see reach.
Why on NPCs?
Merci, Vancouver.
Yeah,
Let's
I can't
just...
see it. Yeah, I can't see it either.
Okay. I only did that to us to unshake. Lastly has unshaken, so lastly can gallop.
So on horseback, I'm gonna move past it with a larceny.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Gets you to there.
And I'm gonna turn around and take a shot.
Okay.
And what's the penalty because I'm on horseback?
Yeah.
It'll be unstable platform, won't it? Yep, there you go, which I'll just turn on because you're on horseback. There we go. Get steady hands and it won't be a problem.
I can't believe being attacked by a swarm of things about the size of chihuahuas.
Yeah, I forgot to target it. I was targeting the swarm.
Shooting won't do much to a swarm, for the record.
You'll shoot one of them.
Well, that's what I can do going past.
Yeah, but don't bother rolling damage because bullets are piercing weapons and they ignore piercing damage.
Fine. I'm just like I said.
No, I understand completely. You basically, yes, you quite easily, you take a shot and you kill one. The problem is the swarm consists of a couple of hundred, you know what I mean? It's not that you're not killing them, you're not having a noticeable effect. And everyone got a Benny because one got the Joker.
In which case, Juan is going to go ahead and finish this up. 2 actions.
Okay.
First one to attack number 3.
It's nearly a 10. You think about it, didn't it?
Thought real hard about it, yeah.
Okay, that's the end of that one.
Second attack against number 2.
That's a hit. Shook it.
Well, since I got the Benny, let's go ahead and do. Really? All right. I guess all I'm doing is shaking it.
Did you notice how it landed on a 5 and then literally bounced and flipped over, which in a highly unrealistic kind of way?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the new dice have. The original dice had real world physics. I'm not sure if the new. I think the new dice, it actually sometimes it generates the number and then has to flip the dice so they match.
It's been, the dice are a physics model.
And I'll go ahead and walk away from them.
Yeah, they were in the original. They were.
Yeah, they still are.
Yeah. So in that case, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. I must have pressed F11 by mistake. I was trying to press another function key. Sorry, I was trying to press F10.
What's on F10?
Some of my notes, but I pressed F11 by mistake, just at the same time that Juan did. So we jumped Sophia to Mercy to back to Sophia. Sophia, you are up. Devin gets you to the third map. Something that isn't designed to rotate rather well. It's not too bad as long as you don't look at the join there. It works relatively well, doesn't it? Righty-ho. That brings us to Mercy Vancouver.
Sorry, I forgot to win my turn.
That's okay.
Everybody's stepped out of the way. I'm going to move Larceny over just a couple of feet to the side and target it with a magic attack because I'll seem to help more.
Yep. Yeah, it's basically it's stomping them or area of effect attacks is how you have to do with swarms. Makes me think I need to go back and check swarms. I probably haven't made swarms immune to piercing. I'll find. Need to sort that one out. Then I've got to go through all 6 books of Rise of the Rune Lords and update all the monsters in there.
Yes, we were just having a little giggle about that on Discord.
Okay, I didn't mind.
Yep, you did it. You got him. And I can unlock the tokens at that point. Yeehaw! There we go. The prairie dogs are dissipated.
What the heck were those things? They were scary. Like dangerous, mouthy balls of fluff.
Okay. Yep, there we go.
Shall not pass.
I need bionic legs on new trousers.
Okay. You basically make your way back out of the bog. And I do believe I are on this map. So there we go.
So we bother.
Well, let's get ourselves back to Heaston Hill then, shall we? That was massively unpleasant, and I'd like to find the bastard that sent us out there.
Return to Heaston Hill. Episode 6.
There you go. You're back in Heaston Hill.
Maybe we should just have a wander around town and look for people that seem to be disappointed to see us.
I think going by how much we smell, everyone would be disappointed to see us unless we take a bath first.
River here. What is this river? Can we go for a bath in the river?
Bristol
a house.
Fork Creek.
You know, I'd much rather have a warm bath. I'm going to go and put the copper kettle on the fire, so I am.
We got our own in Gaff, and we were going to stay at our house. Then let's go to our house and have a bath. I'm going first.
I'm going to the boarding house I've been staying at first. I'm going to take Larceny to the stable and make sure he has corn and gets a good brush down because he went through a rough time back there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go to my boarding house and take a bath because I prefer, being first in line. And I'm not hanging out with these guys, so.
No problemo.
I can't be bothered washing clothes. I'm going to buy some new ones.
Well, congratulations, you have survived the swamp, so I shall order everyone a beddy because I expended more beddies than I meant to there. Okie dokie. As you come back into town, you can hear. Yeah, sorry. Actually, yeah. Sorry. I shall possibly retcon here. No, actually, it's no. But you go back and clean up. It's it's the morning of the next day, and you can hear mutterings here and there, and people, but as the morning goes on, it's getting. You can tell something's building out there, and you could it becomes apparent as the morning goes on. There's going to be a Debney's gathered all his supporters and the independent miners together, and they're going to have a massive rally at high noon. As the morning goes on, miners are pouring into town, and they start to congregate at. They start to congregate outside the miners' union, and after a rousing speech by Debney, they march from Chinatown straight down 2nd Avenue towards the Heaston mining office. It should be noted, they are all armed to the teeth. Above the office, arrayed on rooftops and behind whatever cover affords itself, is Heaston's personal guard, basically, the Alpha or detective agency. Eli Brittnagel and his band, Marshal Wister and deputies, and his sons, and a pack of hired gunmen, literally all over the place. Heaston stands in the middle of the main street, flanked by his sons, and bellows at the oncoming miners. Not one more step. Not one more. You think you call the shots? You think these ragtag bums are going to stand up to my men? My wrath? No, sir. Not today. Not any day. This is my town. This is my land. And every ounce of ghost rock in this godforsaken city belongs to me. Any of you men who want to throw down your arms and grab a pickaxe for the Heaston Mining Company, you could do so right now, or you could go straight to hell. Your choice.
Now, in the amount of time it took us to get back here, take baths, take care of Larceny, do we get our PowerPoints back?
Yes, it's the next day. You're on full PowerPoints.
Okay.
After that speech, I just wish we still had that big chunk of ghost rock so we could lob it at him while it was on fire.
So I'm hanging back on the fringe just listening to this.
Indeed.
I'm not.
We haven't decided yet whether Heaston's a problem or not.
I'm certain Heaston's the problem.
I'm certain Heaston's a problem.
All right, fair enough. I'm certain he's a problem.
I'm going to step out in between them, expecting to get shot. Calm down, the feckin' lot of you. All that's going to happen here is a lot of people are going to end up dead that don't want to be. Both of you useless bastards. Stand down, and why don't you try talking about this? Debney, Heaston, there's more than enough ghost rock underneath that place for everyone. Killing other folks isn't going to make there be any more or make it any easier to get out. Now, with Latias, start to see
Those
the
are
smallest bit
shots.
of sense.
Jerome Heaston, blood starts welling out of Heaston's chest directly over his heart.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Oh, feck, I say, standing in between the bunch of them.
The
And
combat, the combat track.
Benny.
I don't know how long it's going to take the combat tracker to show the NPCs. There we go. There's the combat tracker loaded.
You see, isn't this where you pull out the mass battle rules, Kev?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I forgot to load them.
Right, okay.
I just thought I'd load it in for fun because, I mean, that is, look at that. Yes, as far as I'm concerned, this is, in fact, to be honest, I'm not even going to worry about that one. So no matter who wins the fight, so yes, you could game this out as a big fight or use the dangerous quick encounter lightning in multiple stages, which is what I'm thinking to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to remind myself the rules of dangerous quick encounters.
Sometime later.
What skill you're using?
Pardon?
Success for the base means nothing happens. A success means you take a level of fatigue. A failure means a wound. A critical failure means D4 wounds.
Indeed. Okay, so basically, I've only filled up the combat tracker to give you an idea of what you're looking at here. So it's basically there's 30 odd miners versus basically the X squad. They appear to be 5 individuals armed with flamethrowers. 2 have got Gatling pistols and 2 have got Gatling shotguns. There's 30 miners. There's as you can see, there's all sorts of interesting people there. So it should be pointed.
Who are we supposed to be fighting?
It should be pointed out that it was one of the miners that shot Heaston, Jerome Heaston. Okay, so combat fighting, shooting, and arcane skills are usable in a quick turn order. Players can go in whatever order they want in a quick encounter. This might be important if some of their actions are dependent on someone else's. Okay, resolve these kind of actions. So, okay, it all kicks off, and obviously, as you can imagine, you're in the all hell breaks loose. Gunfire kicks off all around you, and everyone's fighting everyone. You know, I mean, the miners are charging across. Most of them are armed with just, mining implements. Some of them have got guns. The flamethrower kicks in, bathing a load of miners in flame who run screaming away as they as they're burning alive. The Gatling pistols and the Gatling shotguns start firing, so it's a rapid fire of bullets going left and right, and lead flying everywhere. And it's over to you lot.
You said one of the miners shot first.
Yes.
Did I see which one?
Make a notice check. You did indeed.
Then I would like to grab that specific miner and barrel him to the ground so I can have a word with him. Would that be athletic?
Yes, I just clicked a button by mistake. Fantasy Grounds isn't going to be reacting too well right now.
Unstoppable has been added to 5.7.0.
For what? Automated.
It's an effect and a toggle on the combat tracker.
And therefore, if someone's got the Joker, it's bored, isn't it?
You got to toggle it off. Yeah.
Oh, is this a whole centered crowd?
Sorry?
I mean, how is this crowd clustered up? Because Mercy's go-to would be call up a dust devil to disperse.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14. it's a grand melee. Well, basically, there's lots of the bad guys. Basically, you've got the miners trying to storm the mining company, and meantime, all of Jerome, apart from Jerome Houston, who was standing in the middle of the street, all of the other guys are on the rooftops of the nearby buildings shooting at the miners. The miners are trying to run across the street to engage them. So yeah, it's basically people with melee weapons running at people with guns. That's what's happening.
Nobody told him to never bring a knife to a gunfight, huh?
It was meant to be a peace. It was meant to be a peaceful rally.
Yeah.
Oh, some of them have got guns.
Well, that's why the one that shot first, I want to barrel him to the ground so I can have words with him about whether. Well, I'm wondering if he was actually a setup.
He's a plant.
Is he a cabbage?
He might be. A
Okie dokie. Yeah. So.
Actually, ironically, that joke might not be funny.
Well, being observant,
Well, he is a cabbage.
I did
No,
do
but
something.
think about it. He might actually be a cabbage because didn't we see what was that weird plant that was growing outside the house?
Oh,
that was-
see,
That thing he fell on. The thing he fell on.
it might be
Yeah.
more literally true than we thought.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It might not happen. What happens if he actually is a cabbage? Dun dun
Well,
dun.
he's a cabbage. We deal with that when we found out. I need to knock him to the ground and grab him first.
Overcook him and see if he smells.
Okay, he is gunman. He should be at the very top of the combat tracker.
Bloody hell! You turn them all into individuals. Right.
Not
So,
intention. That was not intentional. I clicked the wrong button. I didn't mean
Yes,
to.
they're all individuals.
You know what? That's funny. That
Except for X Squad. Notice X Squad is still all one group.
Like I said, I just clicked the wrong button by mistake on 30 minus. Well, because I wanted to target an individual miner. I clicked on it and thought, no, actually, why don't I just add an extra person in? It might be much easier that way. Okay, you have successfully
It's only a minor problem.
grappled the gunman.
okay. So I'm going to grapple.
I'm
him
going
to
to
the ground.
shoot him.
What the fuck are you doing, you stupid bastard?
It sort of says.
Hang on. It sort of says.
He sort of
He
says.
said he.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
he.
Right. Sorry, I thought you said it.
I thought he said it as well.
I
heard
meant, I said, I definitely said he.
Okay. Well, that's my action for this round, anyway.
Okay, what's everyone else up to? Because obviously you go in any order you like. And then I'll just do some mad chaos carnage in a second.
I'm
William.
going to use athletics to get myself out of the way and to get some innocent people out of the way at the same time.
I'd like to know what enough William money rolling 4d12 plus 3 damage achieves.
I had my Rift's rocket launcher, and I forgot I'm in the wrong wrong universe. Oh, yeah, I did. I just did the damage roll where you roll damage, blah blah. I've never seen that one before.
Okay.
So only the miners are on ground level where we are.
Yes.
And they're running towards guns.
They're running towards... Yeah, basically they're trying to storm... what did I say? What was the building they were outside? It would be the Heaston Mining Company. So yeah, they're trying to storm the Heaston Mining Company, which is barricaded up. So obviously they're bashing on the doors, trying to break in to get upstairs to get at the surface.
Where is the Heaston Mining Company building?
Is it not on your list?
Heaston Hill Hotel.
It's fine. I don't know why they don't bother putting all the why the players map or the GM's map. Do you know what I mean? I don't really understand the logic behind that. I don't think there's absolutely anything Other than obviously the house.
Secret entrance to the dungeon that should be hidden on the player's map, but all the rest of it should be visible, shouldn't it, on a town?
Should be. Eastern Hill Mining Company is number 24. Now we get to play spot 24.
Oh, there it is.
Where 23 is.
Oh yeah, down 2nd Avenue. There's 24.
There it is, 24. All right, 24. Found it, 2nd Avenue. They did say he did say they're marching down to 2nd Avenue.
Mercy's closest to him.
Yeah, it's just there next to Waldo.
And she's gonna draw their attention towards her, whether by firing a gun in the air or whatever. And she's gonna tell them, you need to get back or you're all gonna die. And she's gonna cast Evil Eye on the miners to frighten them into running away. Because if they don't run, they're gonna get killed.
That's fine.
Ooh. Shiny.
And her eyes go black and her pupils turn red, and the only ones that can see her are the miners. And she tells them that they need to run or die. So you decide how many are affected.
Well, no, it's okay. It's okay on that score. It's down to the dice roll, so that's fine. To my mind, that's fine. You cast Evil Eye to affect as many as possible. The amazing Godolpho jumps on top of the miner with the gun, and unfortunately is trampled in the stampede that follows. Obviously, as he said, he's already given himself a point of fatigue. I notice.
Yeah, because I got a success, so I got another fatigue.
Yes, you got a success, but obviously you grab hold of him, but obviously you are batched. You're in the middle of the melee, weren't you? So unfortunately, you do suffer some minor bumps and bruises as you drag this guy away. That just leaves to my mind. Obviously, Sophia was using athletics, and I can't remember what she was saying because other people were talking at the same time.
Trying to pull people out of the way.
Yeah,
trying to pull people out of the way. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, helping innocent bystanders. That's absolutely fine. Just the type of thing I would expect from Sophia. That just leaves William, Money, and Juan. And
I'm just trying to look
John.
scary.
Okay. Juan, are you...
Basically, what Juan is doing is he's going to do some of his martial arts stuff to kind of try and distract the shooters so that they'll shoot at him instead of the rest of the crowd. And between my drunken boxing and everything else, I'm hoping I don't get hit too much.
You do you have a number of misses, and you do at one point have to you do have to dive to the side as the two Gatling shotguns start repeatedly firing at you, unfortunately causing you to take some minor bumps and bruises.
Sure, not a problem.
William,
I'm shooting at that Gatling. I'm basically threatening the Gatling guy with a Gatling gun.
Okay. No problem at all. You basically you let out a positive fusillade of bullets in all directions, keeping people's heads down and disarming and wounding people. So that's all good. Right, I think is that everyone? Okay, people are coming off the street. There's bodies falling. Oh, John Watt. Mr. Watt, sir, what are you up to?
I create a white flag, stick it in the back of my britches, and go from person to person that's wounded, trying to drag them off the street to safety.
Okie dokie. Alas, unfortunately, you do not escape unscathed while doing such heroic work.
You know what happens? That stick is all the way down one leg, and you fall over and twist your ankle.
I like it.
Got the wrong trousers on.
Okay, so there is the chaos reigns. The chaos reigns around you. There's a disturbing number of people lying in the street in various forms of contortion and levels of charring. There's noticeably less people on top of the roof of the mining company and the adjacent buildings than there were before. But the chaos still continues. So what's everyone doing this round?
Gonna do the same stuff again, really. Just make sure that
that's actually fine. Sorry, I do need to do one thing. I just need to do one thing. think about it. Give me a sec. There we go. I think I can do better than that. No, it doesn't look like I can. My dice hate me today, don't they? One more for luck. Oh well, no. Basically, one, a number of gunshots attempt to incapacitate the gunman you're dragging off. Alas, he is still in one piece. Although it should be noted that a bullet does pass through him. He does hit him, and rather than being splattered with blood, you do get a distinct feeling that it was plant-like material that hit you in the face, Mr. Adolfo.
Wait, what? You mean I was right? He's a cabbage?
He was a plant.
I gave Severe a Benny.
You did?
It was a cabbage.
You said he's a plant, and I gave you a Benny.
I did. You're right. Cool.
Because he is a plant.
I am going to, having got myself and other bystanders to a more sheltered position, I'm going to peek out at the Heaston side of things and use Detect Conceal Arcana to see if there's any sort of Manitou Sinister Mojo controlling things.
Okie dokie.
I like my dice today.
I'm going to check out both sides with that.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I'll check out the whole fight with that 11.
Okie dokie. Check them all now, don't I? Oh, you obviously that's not opening. Come on, combat tracker. Oh, because it's open on the window and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, no, I don't think they are. I don't think he is. No. Colt. No. Eli. No, he's got a Gatling shotgun. Sledge. No. Ian Minders definitely not. Squad call. No, it's all. No. Disturbingly, no. You glance around the place. You can't see anything supernatural anywhere unless you look at the amazing adult.
Well, I know about him, so I'm not going to bother looking at him again. In which case, I'm probably going to exclaim to myself, you mean these are normal people and they're acting like this? God help us.
Right, who else is up?
I haven't done anything this round.
Yep.
Are there now from the miners that didn't run away out of fear when I hit them with evil eye?
Yep.
There's still a cluster of them in front of Heaston's building, or
yeah, some have got inside. You hear the sounds of sort of fighting going on and smashing and breaking up of the mining hill insides of the buildings. But there's plenty more running around undercover, and there gunshots going off left, right, and centre. And of course, plenty more on rooftops still firing down at you, at everyone, including yourselves. It has to be pointed out you are being shot at.
I've ducked into a doorway and a dust devil appears in the center of the miners, trying to throw them back and push them back.
Okie, as you duck into the doorway, and you're into the cover, the glass of the glass pane in the door shatters, giving you minor cuts. It just shuts, gives you a few cuts across the face and body, just minor detail, minor damage.
Okay, just, you can take me off the unstable horseback.
Yes, indeed. Which didn't affect the roll, so that's okay. Okay, that just leaves them using Adolfo and Juan and Mr. William Money, I believe. And Mr. Watt.
I'm going to drag this plant down onto Smith Street, round the corner, and handcuff him to handcuff him to a railing or something like that, so I can come back to him later.
That's fine. Yeah, you could do that. That's absolutely fine. Because obviously these aren't like rounds. This is chaos and carnage. So I'm going to say you can do that, and you can still get back into the fight to make your dangerous encounter roll.
Then I want to get back in, and rather than fighting anybody, I want to start.
I'm treating more like a crisis than a fight. I'm letting you get away with using anything, to be honest. Anyway.
I want to be trying to persuade folks to stand down and leave, because they're going to die if they stay here.
Okay.
And I shouldn't be targeting here instead. I'm going to pop a Benny on that, I think. I can't find myself on the combat tracker to untargeted.
Give me a chance. Hang on. Delete. Because we don't need the bad guys on the combat track. I'll just put them on there to give you an idea of the scale of the they should all vanish in a minute. Get that too.
Okay, Juan is going to switch to monkey stance, and he's going to kind of climb up and down the walls and bat guns around and try and keep more people from getting shot.
Be my guest. Are you happy with that 4, by the way, Mr.
Let's go ahead and Benny that once, just to...
I wasn't, so I spent a Benny and I rolled an 11 minus 1 is a 10, but it's not shown up yet.
Yeah, that's fine. That's because obviously my combat tracker was still going. That's why I was asking. That's absolutely fine. Okay, and 1, you are... Well, I mean, the first roll is a success. You will just get bashed, and you will come under a cavalcade of bullets again, and obviously come out of it.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that, but it is what it is. So,
don't get me wrong. You are being all heroic, and all of you are definitely saving lives here. You're all big bally heroes. Don't get me wrong.
Do the same thing again. Scaring people off, making sure they know that if they start shooting innocent people, they're going to get it in the eyeball.
Yeah, cast environmental manipulation on the guys with flamethrowers to make the guns too hot to use.
That's absolutely fine. However, unfortunately, due to a problem possibly done someone jostling your equipment earlier, you realise the ranges seem to be greatly diminished upon your oscillator, and therefore you get closer than you would really like to and get slightly singed before you're able to nerf the flamethrower, cooking you slightly. But at the end of this, the what seems to take what felt like an age, in fact, was probably only a matter of minutes. The carnage is left over. As to who really won the fight, I'm not sure anyone can tell. But the bloodshed and death is incredible. In the aftermath, weeping spouses and children are picking through the bloody and torn remains. The miners had defended their rights to claim on the bench. Heaston's grip on the town is probably broken forever. The two surviving Heaston brothers come down and carry their father away.
Wait a minute. I've seen football. You just run on the pitch with a sponge and look, everybody's fine.
You can't just run that on the pitch. You may well be able to save some lives. You may well be able to save some lives with that. Don't get me wrong, but it's very much a case of setting up the nastiness. However, it should be noted that I need to.
It does only say extras, so Heaston's a wild card, so he doesn't recover.
No, exactly. Yeah, I'm not saying that. John Watt does. I'm quite happy to have that in the fact that John Watt does successfully save some lives there, because you're all bally heroes. I'm going to obviously award you all bennies for being heroically heroic, and then I'm going to go and check what the other thing you notice before you go and talk to that chap.
Seeing as we've saved somebody, maybe an amazing dolphin can relate in a story later.
Well, that's what I was about to point out. There is no way a telltale can frame this victory in a positive light. It actually says that. And it should also be pointed out that that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking in the wrong... No, I'm not looking in the wrong book. I'm looking in the Weird West Companion. No wonder I couldn't find it. For It should also be noted in the aftermath as you look around the place. As you look around the place, everything, as you look around the town of Heaston Hill, it seems darker and slightly a bit more off. The light seems slightly different, and the shadows seem to move in the corner of your eye. And in fact, actually, yeah, the ground itself, or even away from the site of this battle, just seems to have more of a blood red tint to it than it did before.
Oh no.
Eastern Hill's lit by electric lights, isn't it? So
It
do
is.
they all go on the blink a bit, do they?
They will prove to be a lot more unreliable than they were before. Yes, indeed.
Well, I want to go and grab this guy that I chained up on Smith Street and drag him back to our house.
Okie dokie. You go back round the corner to Smith Street.
He's not there.
No, well, the handcuffs are still there, still attached to the post. Both sides still sealed.
But there's plant matter on them?
There's no, there's no plant matter, but there's no sign of the gunman. There just appears to be a sort of puddle of sap and fibre on the ground.
No plant matter, but sap and fibre. What do you call sap and fibre, eh?
I didn't hear you say plant. Oh, you said
you said plant matter on the cuffs.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
No.
That was the
Not-
point I was trying to make. Yes.
My mistake.
Can we collect some of that in a glass jar so I can have a look at it later?
In a really
Just
high
tell me you're not going
lab?
to drink it.
As you move away from the town centre, you also notice that already the plants in the gardens and windowsills already appear to having a slightly withered look to them.
I think what this town needs is a bloody good dose of weed killer.
Wait a minute, that's not that bad.
Cleanse it with fire.
Hang on, wait a minute. So the 666-ounce rock was buried in the basement.
Yes.
And it was creating a portal, and then we had to break it up, smooth the ground, and some of us smoked some. Oh, maybe that was just me.
Yes, that was just you.
And then the garden had a plant that one found when he fell off the building accidentally. Technically speaking, we're on a giant load of ghost rock in the sense that the mine probably might run under the town. So it's the same thing. We've got a layer of ghost rock running through the area that's essentially buried. Well, So I wonder if what's happening in the garden happens everywhere.
So you're saying the plants are wanting the people out of the town, and that's why they're setting up this whole. They set up this fight and shot Mr. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying, well, do you remember the safe combination? The safe the back. There's what's the nonsense written on the back of the safe combination?
About the cult and the man didn't seem like himself, and
I say so. It talks about all the newspapers. It's obviously, but he definitely does land grabs. There's no two ways about it. He basically pushes people off the land and then decides to turn into mind.
In Heaston Hill, but I can't figure out what they're up to or who's behind it. Whoever they are, I don't think.
So he was investigating Heaston, but then when he wrote his combination for his safe, he scribbled on the back it was a secret society. And Heaston Hill, but I can't figure out what they're up to.
Maybe the secret society is just a bunch of plants.
Well, it's possible.
I don't know, but it's a plant. How can it be smart?
Well, have you seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers?
Well, I know, but I'm just saying
Watched
maybe
it in
it's,
San Francisco last year.
I don't know. I don't know. It's Eastern using that to. There's something. I
Well,
need to poke
Heaston's not
about.
using anything anymore now, is he? Having been shot.
Maybe.
Correct.
I mean, the fact that
the other ringleader would be Mr. Frank Debney now, wouldn't it? He was certainly roiling the miners up. Got that posse all together to go down 2nd Street.
See, I thought the weird growth was just a weird kind of side effect. But the fact that you said a plant person shot Heaston.
Aye, that he did.
Oh, in that case, the plant person. So Heaston was not the bad guy, and Heaston was protecting the town, and we broke the bad guys.
Oh, I'm not entirely sure of that either. I don't think Heaston was exactly out for anybody but himself. I think there's just more going on here than was initially, meeting the eye.
I think Heaston's the bad guy and somebody's winding him up.
Well,
Heaston's
not anymore.
now.
He's
Is he dead now?
Did you not see him get shot in the heart? I mean, there was a lot
He was
going
too
on.
busy shooting everyone else to see that. Yeah. Well, yeah, I remember he got a shot in the heart on something that looked like a plant that came out. Yeah, sorry, eggplant.
He was shot through the heart, and that gunman was to blame. He's given plants a bad name.
Ouch.
That's a negative, Benny. I've just given everyone my Bennies by mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what you get for being.
That
Fair
was a
enough. You
negative.
got too many pennies anyway.
That was a negative, Benny.
Did anybody else see Frank Debney in that melee? Because I'm pretty sure he was there for all the shouting, but I don't recall him being there for any of the fighting.
I wasn't paying that close attention. I have to be honest.
No, I was falling
Did I
over.
notice in my round of looking around?
Indeed. You did not see him.
I didn't see him either, and I looked around a fair bit. He'd
Dave,
vanished.
if you'd done the detect counter in the first round, you would have spotted him. It might have got a surprise, but you didn't do it in the second, so unless he'd snuck away by then.
Damn.
I mean, for a fella that was roiling everybody up, not staying around when the shooting happened, does seem to be a little, well,
Cowardly? Yeah.
certainly that. I think it's certainly worth having a word with Mr. Debney about what his intentions were.
If you can find him.
Start a fight?
Well, exactly. But
Quite a few who are bashed and battered. I mean, obviously, do you want to do that now, or do you want to sort of lick your wounds? Or I'm just asking. That's all.
Well, for me, it's just fatigue, so I'll recover with an overnight rest. But is anybody actually wounded?
No, all of you recover with what it'll be an hour's rest for each point of fatigue you've got. That's all.
I'm fine.
Don't expect me to do a whole. Actually, I will cast relief on myself. I will sit down and meditate for just a second.
Can't we just go find a place where we can get something to eat and sit and have lunch for an hour?
Well, we could go to Mr. Debney's restaurant. We'd probably be best off going to see the doctor, though.
Yeah, you could go see the doc. I think the doc's probably a good idea. Yeah, I'm afraid you can't focus one.
He's pretty overwhelmed at the moment.
What's by the way, wasn't the doctor a bit weird?
He was a member of the whatever secret.
Legion.
Yeah.
No more
Yeah,
weird
the
things.
doctor.
It might be worth letting him know that we'd like a word at some point. Tell you what, I'll go over and have a chat with him.
Yeah, so I mean, the doc, he was supposed to be one of us.
Was? I don't think that changed.
Are you going on your own,
I don't
Mr.
know. I
Adolfo?
don't know. I think we put him up when we asked him to look at his the amazing Adolfo's head.
Yeah, where's the doctor?
There was that problem, wasn't there?
If you're going on your own,
yeah,
I shall just do that then.
I shall go to the doctors and just let him know that we want a word later.
The doc is
Okay.
understandably busy looking after the badly injured.
Yes, then I shall run back to the house and say, right, Mr. Watt, fire up your infernal machine. We're going.
Going where?
Going where?
The doctor said, right, Frank Debney and a few others gathered up some of the injured miners into a big wagon. They were supposed to be taking them to the doctors, but someone stopped by with food for the injured and said that she saw Mr. Debney heading out of town, heading south. Now, question is, why would he be taking that many people away from the doctor? You know?
Aye, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Minor slaves, obviously.
Well, so I suggest we get in that infernal machine of yours and chase after him. That'll go faster than any wagon will.
Well, I don't know. Hang on, we'll get going.
I will say by the time this all kicks off and you've got the information, some of you have had enough time to recover some of your bumps and bruises. They've probably got at least an hour on you.
Well, if they say we're going south out of Heaston Hill, that is either down the Lone Tree or the Ghost Rock Trail. Was Millie still at the doctor? And do I know which road that they actually left by?
Obviously, by the time, I'm going to say, obviously, you get back, and then by the time you find Millie and find out what's going on, it's been about an hour later. Hence the fact you've all got rid of 1 point of fatigue and bumps and bruises. You're still hurting, but it's less distracting. They would have headed down the Lone Tree Trail, apparently.
They went down the Lone Tree Trail, past Bogwater Lake. Okay.
All right, well, you better hang on. This is a bit. I mean, I don't know. Its handling is terrible, but it'll do 50 on an open road if it's flat. We don't hit anything.
Don't spare the Ghost Rock?
The steam thing, whatever the steam thing is. Miss D, maybe you should sit up front and see if you can see where they've gone. You know how to follow tracks and all that kind of thing now, don't you?
I'll do what I can.
You are obviously here, so off you go. Go for the drive.
Are we going to?
You can do the tokens, yep.
We need a tracking roll, or can we see where we're going? All right.
So let me get this straight. You're going to drive cross country and jump Smith Swords Creek. Is that what you're up to?
No.
I'm just being a dick.
Probably where it crosses the creek is a good place to check for where they've gone.
Yep, that's fine. That's what I wanted to know. You see, that's when I want to know, because obviously you are going to have to stop and let Sophia do her tracking rolls. Oh, hang on. I forgot to. Actual fact.
I'll give you a hand, Misty. I'll take a look around it. If I see anything interesting, I'll point it out to you and you can see if it's anything worthwhile taking a further look at.
Well, watch where you go. Don't put your feet in any of the tracks.
I'll do my best.
He says putting his feet in the tracks.
I'll give you a +1.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to bring my horse this time.
No problem. Well, that depends. You won't be able to, if you're going by horse, you won't be able to keep up with the infernal machine, or will you? Actually, yeah, no, you won't.
I'm going to see if I can get the
That's
8.
okay. You don't need to keep up with the infernal machine because you'll be able to see where it's going, if that makes sense. You're gonna, okay, so that gets
Pace of the infernal machine.
It doesn't tire like your horses, does it? I don't know what the pace of the infernal machine is. The infernal machine will do 50 miles a day, won't it? Which is faster than the horse will do.
Aye, 50 mile an hour.
Yeah, just 50 miles
for
an hour.
For as long as I can feed it.
Yeah. So the infernal machine goes faster than horses, but obviously, if Mercy and Money are taking their horses, which of course there's nothing stopping you, you will just be. They will, if they're going flat out, you'll be behind them. But you know what I mean. You can still work out where they're going. You know what I mean. So you can certainly take your horses.
It's 50 miles a day or a pound. So
You do know a
how
7
much you can
would
shovel.
be the success, but if you do the reroll, that's absolutely fine to get the raise. They definitely stayed on the trail here and headed southwards.
Well, I'll tell them that so we know which way to go.
Okay, let's cross the river and
Horse is 30 miles a day.
the branch at Christendon Ranch.
Okay, so that'll be another survival tracking roll when you get to there. Then, obviously, you're a bit further south, but you know what I mean. We know you're actually sort of there. Again, you notice something, Mr. Adolfo. You do see wagon ruts in the road, but you're not able to discern which are the freshest, if that makes sense. But you do point them out to Sophia.
Ruts in the road?
Yeah. Yep. So let's have your survival roll. Ooh, 4, 5. Okay. You are able to discern they turned west.
As in, they went up the Christendon Ranch Trail.
They went down towards Crittenden Ranch. Yes, indeed. South of Poverty Flats.
Now, we know that there's a way into Bogwater Lake just a little way along here. And some bastards sent us that way. Maybe we should stop just at that point and have another check.
Okay.
There's lots of dirt around here.
You're not wrong about that.
Hmm.
And lots of dirt is lots of places for tracks to be hidden. I'm going to see. Oh, is that to help me? If that's to help me, then I got the race.
Yeah. Is that horse poo over there?
Fresh scat.
They've come off the pot. They've come off the road and turned northwest, as if heading to the western side of Poverty Flats. They're going that way.
Western side of what? Of which flat? Oh, there.
Poverty Flats. So they're going this way.
Yep.
I don't think your infernal machine's going to do too well over the rough ground. We take it on foot from here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why Bill and I are on horseback.
Mercy and Will and Mandy will obviously have caught up by this point. So obviously, leaving the infernal machine, you take it to foot.
Well,
and
hang on.
Can I have notice checks from everyone, please?
Can I oil up people's feet as well?
Well, I wouldn't worry too much. Okay. Ahead.
You know, you should really try the oil because you can skate all over the place looking for everything.
Ahead, you notice an old horse barn in a small grove of aspens.
Do the tracks lead that way by any chance?
Its windows are painted over and boarded shut. There is, the tracks lead straight towards. In fact,
the wagons aren't parked outside or left outside then.
No, see the trail in.
Maybe we should approach that carefully.
I agree, with the utmost care and as much silence as anyone can manage. Feck.
Achoo!
Oh, I like the metagame reference there. You've just done Piglet, haven't you, Juan?
Uh-huh.
Pastel Piglet has arrived. In Spelljammer, they've acquired a new pet. If whenever the party are making stealth rolls, there's a 50% chance that the piglet will sneeze very loudly because it has problems with its nasal passages due to magical genetic manipulation to turn it blue.
Okay.
But if they feed it potions of fire breathing, it clears up its nasal problem for 24 hours.
Clears its sinuses are good. Right.
Yeah, it clears its sinuses up. Right. Okay, some good stealth rolls there. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button there.
Was it the kill all the bad guys button? Then it wasn't the wrong one.
No, it was the change the story. I was, change the story button annoyingly. Just a few things. There we go. That looks good. Yep, that's good. Then I could do a JPEG export to totally make it as small as possible. And I go and point it at my Fantasy Grounds Unity campaigns, and I go find today's campaign, which is Savage Tuesdays images, and I go map on and save it. Hurrah! And yes, no, if anyone asks, no, I haven't prepared earlier because I've spent all day after work adapting all the bloody weapons and monsters to support all the new stuff.
Flexing his players just so he can look after his own players in another game. I see.
If you want to play the next bloody game, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Just hire a secretary, Kevin. Get her to do all that for you, or him, or it. You know what I mean? Get AI robot. That was on the news today. They've got AI newscasters now.
I have to admit, I was playing around with Chat GPT on the other day, and I asked it to tell me a joke that wasn't rude, but the punchline was a double entendre. That was risque, and it started telling me a joke, and I have to admit, it was obviously some sort of shaggy dog joke, and I was really fascinated and quite intrigued to see how the story ended. And obviously, before I finished reading it, obviously some trigger somewhere obviously realised that the joke it was telling was most certainly not risque and was probably not should not be read in their forums. They promptly deleted the whole thread. I was like, I'd love to know the punchline because I was quite intrigued by that point. But anyway.
How annoying.
Yeah.
Someone did a thing in on the forums about using Chat GPT to write code, and apparently it worked.
I have to be honest. Actually, I was getting it to create adventures, but every adventure you could tell that basically it's only got one adventure. If that makes sense in there, and it just so if you say write a fantasy adventure, and obviously it does that. But if you say write a science fiction adventure, it's still the same adventure at the end of the day. But, it's rather good in that regard. But
only the names have been changed to enforce the innocent or something like that.
Yeah. But, and then hang on. What's the actually? No, I don't need to do that because they say the windows have all been boarded up, didn't they? So you can see where the windows are. You just can't see inside them. There we go. I think I'm done. Okay, brilliant. That worked. What I just need to do is have a look at the grid sizing, and 4 yards is I never remember this. 4 yards. Oh, so actually 4 yards. It's 6 yards. Hang on. 2 yards. 2 yards is 1 inch, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 yards is 1 inch. So if I go to the layers, turn the grid off, then go and put the grid on again, and I drag out a grid to work out that 4 yards is 50 pixels, then it's 25 pixels an inch. And then I just drop that down to 1, so I don't actually need to see the pixels. Then I click that limit button to turn off snap to grid, and then I will do that, and I'll do that, and then obviously I will come to here, and I will make the sunlight, the ambient light, so you can see the limit map, and then just add the party to the map, like so. See what you guys can see. There we go.
You can see a house in shadows.
So those of us that did sneak, how close do we get before one ruins it for us?
You can move your pace a further forwards.
I'll get into that bush then.
Sneaking up using the corner to try and be stealthy. Obviously, it worked because we rolled so good.
There are no guards outside that you can see.
Hang on, wait a minute. Right, okay. Can we not just open the door from here?
Probably urgent now, now that Mr. Hong has done his sneezing. Keep your
Oh.
voice down. How could you open the door from all the way over here? Is that
Oh.
something your weird spanner thing can do?
Well, you can spanner it from here.
Well, why don't you wait till Miss D and I are over next to the door, and then you can use your spanner.
No, you can use a spanner from here.
Logically speaking, that must meant to be a black line, isn't it? That must meant to be a door.
I mean, it depends if you want to go up to the building, but we could open it from a distance. Because it isn't a bar with a big slidey door.
I'm just going to turn that into a door like so, which I'm going to, yeah. And then what I'm going to do is, I don't know. I think that black line's meant to be a door, but I might as well actually have doors, mightn't I? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think the black line's a door. But I'm just saying I could telekinesis from here, from the bushes.
Yeah, but that won't necessarily be quiet, don't forget.
Well, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Unless one stops sneezing.
Well, no one seemed to react to the sneeze, at least.
Well, okay, I'm just sitting here hiding in the bushes, but I'm sure somebody heard that. I mean, that was loud.
Can I use my thievery skills to just open the door quietly enough to peek through and see what's going on?
It should be pointed out at this point that here it shows as exposed. That is because that is a loft door and it's open.
There's a loft door. So
Mm.
then I will see if I can climb up the side to the loft door.
Can I have a notice check as you get over that side?
Sure.
In fact, actually, can I have notice checks from everybody? Because I don't care what the map actually shows there is. Well, actually, yeah. I personally think what I should do is, although that's meant to be open there, shouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? It's a funky map. So
yeah,
I'm going to put a door there, I think.
Oh boy, did Sophia notice.
I'll do that. That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So.
I think I even noticed where the paint was chipping.
Well, I'm going to say, obviously, yeah, you did. So basically, as you're looking as you're getting closer, a number of you notice mounds and holes in the grass around the barn. Sophia, you happen to notice that Well, you happen to recognise them as prairie dog dens, but you happen to notice in more than one of the burrows, clean, white picked clean bones inside the burrows.
Oh crap. Okay, well,
I'm climbing up the side of this to get to that loft door.
I can
Yes.
manage to warn John and Juan because they're close enough to me to do that quietly. Everybody else is too far away for me to tell them.
I know. Unfortunately, as you move over to start climbing up into the loft, you sort of, your foot depresses into a mound, and that's when you hear the frenzied chittering begin.
Well, I'm climbing faster.
It depends.
Yep.
We'll see.
Told you.
It really depends, because I'm just
Well,
going to do
no,
that.
he is going to climb faster. Just the question is he going to climb faster enough?
Indeed. Find out.
That would be a no.
That would definitely be a no. Juan, you're first.
I don't see anybody in my range, so I'm going to go on hold right now.
Okie dokie. Mr. Watts, you're up.
Another piranha dog swarm.
Yep.
Right side. Yep.
Another piranha swamp. So these piranha dogs is the ones attacking, or the ones about to attack the amazing Adolfo? Are they on the ground or up where he's climbing?
No, he literally just put his foot into through one of the roofs of one of their dens.
Oh bother!
They haven't swarmed out the ground yet. As soon as they swarm out the ground, then it's fear checks all round, which will get interesting.
Do we get a bonus on this fear check since we've already encountered him?
No, for some reason they look incredibly more terrifying. Not entirely sure why.
Oh, great. It's trained attack piranha dog.
Yes,
Well,
yes.
It's just the fact that all round here the shadows seem wrong. The trees keep seeming to move towards you, and at the back of your neck, every so often you feel someone breathing on the back of your neck. And every so often, someone whispers your name in your ear.
I'm here with you.
Exactly. Yeah. Unfortunately, the problem is I'm afraid this whole area is fear level 5. So everything's extra scary. Mr. Watt is firing up his Ghost Rock animation elemental manipulation. Okie dokie.
So it takes 11 points of stomp damage.
What does?
Did you just say Ghost Rock animation and then I can't say it, but it sounded cool when you said it.
Ghost Rock animation elemental manipulation is what I said.
That's totally cool.
The only problem with that is I don't know what you're targeting.
They're not there yet.
They're not there yet until you need to go on hold until their initiative and then interrupt them. You can hear them coming.
Oh, they haven't arrived yet. Sorry, but I thought they were on the map.
They're on the map.
Well, no. He hears them coming, and he's using elemental manipulation to collapse the dirt to scoosh them.
Okie dokie.
Yes, because it gives you on the raise. It gives you a D12 strength.
Well, that's okay because
my strength is raised to D12 for stomping purposes.
That's absolutely fine. What I'll do is okay, that's fine. So you stomp them. So all I'll do then is I will reduce the reach of the piranha that's on the map, piranha dog swarm that's on the map, add a new piranha dog swarm, and now there's 2 swarms appearing out of that den because you've crushed half of them.
So what's happened is I've knocked the bucket down the well, and John Waters said, "They are coming."
Indeed. Murphy, Vancouver. You can actually see
Okay.
that swarm over there, by the way. That swarm's already merging out, but they're boiling out of the ground, I will say, at this point.
Okay, but is this a tree next to me or is this just shrubs?
It's an aspen tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb the damn tree.
The branches, as you try to climb it, you could have sworn the branches move themselves higher to make it harder for you to climb. Athletics roll, please. Yeah, I think there's no problem at all. You climb the tree without any problems. Even though you could have sworn some of the branches seem to move out of the way as you try to climb it. Some of the others, a couple of them even snap as you try and put your weight on them.
Oh, well, too bad. I'm up in the tree. I'm off the ground where it's gonna make it harder for the prairie dogs. So.
You can't help notice that all the trees seem to be moving in a different direction to the wind. Okay, prairie dog swarm time. Let's just attempt to. Well, it's not going to do any damage to the Adolfo, but the first lot starts swarming all over the amazing Adolfo. The second swarm are going to run. Ooh, 1 whole extra inch. And the second smaller swarm swarms all over the amazing Adolfo, shaking him. Sophia D.
Get off me! Get off me!
They're making quite a lot of noise. Oh, fear checks. For everyone, please.
Ooh, heavens.
Oh no, not more of these little puppies.
Mercy Vancouver makes a fear check.
It's a raise.
I'm not
Everyone gets a
even
plus
around
one.
anymore.
So we get a +1 because of Will.
Yeah.
Oops, nope, don't do that. Stop. There we go. Oh, yeah. Juan's got this.
The amazing Adolfo plays ace.
And also, I've got a I also get a free reroll. So if I fail the first one, I get a free reroll. So you should, hold fire on the fear rolls, everyone.
After Benny's, I've screwed the pooch.
You have screwed the pooch. Fortunately, it's just
They're
a
not
straightforward
that kind of
it's an unmodified fear roll on the fear table. They don't have modifiers to their fear, so it's just a straight roll, please, Mr. Watt. Oh dear. Okay, you get to choose what physical manifestation occurs, but in the meantime, Mr. Watt, you're stunned. As the mark of fear is upon you. Righty ho, that
Did you say these things have got glowing red eyes and sort of demonic feel about them?
That's what you see, but you could just be the fear level playing tricks on you.
Well, then I think what I'm going to do is
the aspen strokes the back of you. The back that strokes a from. If you feel the aspen stroke a branch against your back, and a voice whispers in your ear.
by a tree.
Well, well, it could just be the wind, but you can't help but think the tree just reached for you.
I'm so hot. I'm so hot. Even the trees got wood. Thank you. Okay.
But you do hear the voice in the back of your head going, "It's time for you to die, Sophia."
I am going to be praying and holding my holy symbol and charging forward to try and kick the little shits off of Paddy.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Well, that's good. If faith does any good at all, we'll see. That was actually an 8 because of the run, which I forgot. But there you go.
Okie dokie. No problem at all. That brings us to Mr. William Money.
Well, I can't do anything, so I'm going to go on hold. I'm going to go on hold.
The amazing Adolfo recovers his shaken status.
I shall climb up the side of the building.
Okay, let's have an athletics check.
Is the 8 that I rolled earlier not good enough?
Yes, it is. You clamber up to the top and I'll put you the other side.
And now can I see what's down below now?
Logically not. I know I forgot to draw lines in the stalls, didn't I? But logically speaking, of course, I should have done
Well, it depends on whether this is a full loft or if it's open to in the middle or what.
Yeah, true. I'd say they're open in the middle. Okay, so I'll read it. I'll describe it for everyone, but obviously you're the only one who can see it at this time. Each hearth stall is to have a large pod in it, a plant pod, growing out of the ground. I've lost it. Each pod stall has a pod. Lying at the foot of each pod is one of the injured miners. As you look, one of the pods slowly starts to open, and you can see a pair of arms emerging from the pod.
Oh, lovely.
Pod people, just what we need.
Just what we expected.
Well,
That's true. Where can I see anything other than these pod people? And is there a place I can drop down into the first stall?
Well, you can just drop down from where you are, logically speaking, can't you? Yeah, it doesn't actually show 2 levels, does it? But logically, yeah, it must be a way down, yes.
Then I want to drop down and pulling one of the tomahawks that I've got out from my throwing axe.
Stuff.
Yeah, start hacking this one up so that it can't do anything to that poor miner.
Fun, there's always a way down, just sometimes it hurts.
Yeah, true. Down is the easiest way to go.
So again, the map really doesn't fix the description. Oh yes, it does. It's just, yeah, I get it now. It's I understand. Oh, sorry. Yes, I do understand. I misread. Okay, so.
Tavis, have you fed the dog?
Yes.
Thank you.
She's lying.
Okay.
Okay. I. Okay, so you're going to jump down and start hacking, which is absolutely fine.
Yes, I want.
Well, didn't he just climb up? So, I mean, he wouldn't be able to get quite that close to start hacking.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's going to, not this turn. He climbed up. Next turn, he can jump down. That's okay. I'm not worrying about that.
Okay.
What I am doing is, what I am looking for is, that. Sorry, I'm just setting things up in the background here. Okay. Oh, okay, right, fine. That one there. Bloody ridiculous. Okay. Might take me a little while. Please bear with me, caller. Let's just sneak inside while everyone else is trying to fight. So I have to change everything on the fly. That's absolutely by me. Don't mind.
Research what's supposed to happen where, and
Yep.
No encounter survives contact with your players.
No, indeed.
Especially us.
Right, there we go. Okay, round number 2. On and William Money are on hold still. And
yes, one will come off of hold.
Okay, and then I'll deal you a card for this round, but you can have it. Oh, you're going to go twice in a row, as it were. But you're acting now, and then obviously you'll get dealt the Ace of Spades. What about Mr. Money?
So,
what's he up to? Yeah, you move to there. Yep.
I'm gonna follow Juan.
You're right. Right by the gate. The door's there. You know.
Is that what? Is that a door? Is it?
That's a door. Yes.
Oh, you can actually click on it. So cancel that move. Right. Okay.
Yeah. It is locked, but you can bust it down if you want.
Yeah, I'm going to bust it down. Has it got a handle on it, or what has it got?
No. Apparently, where is it? Sorry to interrupt you there, Juan. I'm just.
You're good.
I'll deal him in. So you will be going, and then you'll be going again. That's what I'm trying to say after your move. Okay. I just wanted to get it right. So windows are painted up. Okay. Sneaking in. The doors are locked and barred from the inside, but the loft door stands open. But they're locked and barred, so you can probably... yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that front. When you try the door, it's locked. Okay, back to you, Juan.
Okay, I cast Relief, so I need Relief level 2, along with Shroud and Hurry placed on me. I don't have any buttons to do that.
Okie dokie. Crying out loud. Yes. Not one of my rule sets. Okay, so Relief. What does Relief do? It's numb, isn't it?
Numb, yeah.
There's no numb effect. Anyone remember what the Ignore Wounds modifier is? Is it Ignore Wound? I can't remember how to do it. No, but I can't remember how you do level 2, if that makes sense. I've got lazy because I've coded them all in. What was that?
Ignore wound -2, I think.
It's equal to, but hang on. Where is the video? Where is it?
Doesn't Tough as Nails do that? Or Tougher Than Nails?
Probably.
Yeah, but Relief ignores either fatigue or wounds you choose when you cast.
Yeah, but I can't find the blood. What? I can't find the thread. Where's the thread gone? Where's the undocumented thread gone? Oh, there it is. List of undocumented rule set features.
It's now unlisted.
Why is it being what?
It's no, that's already included in the wiki. That stuff.
I know, that's what I'm looking for, but I have to find the link to find the link. I have to find the I have to find the page that's undocumented to get the Confluence link, because I never, because remembering to mark it and make it a favorite, that's too obvious.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I mean, jeez, what do you expect, people?
Ignore wounds -2. Are you doing ignore wounds or ignore fatigue?
Well, I need one level of fatigue and one level of wound.
You can't do that. You can mix and match.
You can mix and match, can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Ignore fatigue -1. Ignore wound -1. Both last 5 rounds. Oh dear, that won't work because that's a brace, not a square bracket. Then you wanted Hurry, which was light pace.
Pace +2.
+2. That only lasts 1 round, doesn't it?
No, it lasts
It lasts the full duration. Ignore me, yeah.
And actually lasts for an hour. It lasts for an hour.
An hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Numb lasts for an hour.
600 then. And did you say Shroud as well?
And Shroud, yes, please.
At an attack -1, I believe, isn't it? Shroud?
Yes.
There you go. That should do it. Gosh, I do
Nope.
miss the. I do. Yeah. There's a reason there's a reason I put all the effects in on the powers. It took me ages to do it once.
Okay, so I will go ahead and walk up here for this top of this round and start whacking these guys. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 actions.
Okay.
Doop doop doop, and go whackata. Oops,
That's a hit.
Stop. What are you doing?
Roll for damage.
Okay, whack again. Guys are a little harder to hit.
You shake them.
Okay, I'll take that. Not what I wanted, but I'll take it.
Okay. And your turn. We go to William Money.
Oh, how do you knock a door down?
I'm going to say a strength at -2 check. Well, basically, if you get the raise, you snap it in half. Otherwise, you'll
Here's Johnny.
yeah.
I'll try that again.
Yeah. So a success means you'll sort of buckle the bar on the inside, but a raise means you'll literally force it open this turn. Okay, you buckle it, but it's you bend. You basically hear a loud crack, but the door doesn't open this turn. But next
Can I
turn,
creep
maybe
it? Can I peek in and have a look inside?
No, because it's not. The doors haven't opened. It's you heard the crack of the bar going across. Until the bar goes, you can't get the doors open.
Okay.
That's my answer for that one. Okay. That then brings me down to Mercy Vancouver, who's up a tree, I seem to recall.
Doesn't stop me from, and I'll use selective so I don't get 1.
Yep. Is it range? That's a hit with a raise upon the ghost dog swarm.
On the what now?
On the dog swarm.
Ah.
That's a 1.
Okie dokie.
And then I'll climb back down out of the tree.
So what I need to do is I need to do that. I need to do that. I need to do that down to 1. Then I just go plus to add piranha swarm. And then we get two piranha swarm dog swarms. Hurrah! That then gets us to John Watt.
Ooh, right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I shall be mostly getting up and moving a whole 3 inches.
Wow, don't get a head rush with it.
Yeah.
You have to move 4 inches for that.
So does yeah, let's have a fiddle with a spanner.
Oh me.
Well, that's not going to work, is it?
You obviously got the jitters at the moment. You can't concentrate.
Yes, I'm not prone, but yes, indeed.
But it doesn't help that the tree next to you is telling you you've got it back to front. Okay. Throw the door open. There we go. Okay. The amazing Adolfo jumps down. moves over to there and starts hacking at a pod
Oh,
person
I
coming out of it.
Yes, indeed. Is it a coup de grace, or do I need to make fighting type rolls?
Not actual fighting rolls. Well, just rolls that kind of resemble them.
Yes, ones that resemble fighting but aren't actually fighting.
Because that would be violent, and he's a peaceful man.
The rescued enter the pod. People have just gone out of the sacks. It's time for the big old prayer check, which you've already done, so that's okay.
Oh, it really is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, isn't it?
Totally.
Yep, totally is. Yeah,
They
no,
are the pod-
you can hack at it. You hack at it. Although you do start, as you hack at this one, you do hear the sound of crunching coming from the other stalls.
Unless, of course, it's Zygons. It could be Zygons.
But of course, you hack into the pod person as it's coming out of this one, and it stalls it flat dead there. I've just realised there's 2 more bloody doors over here. Oh well. Yeah, I have noticed there's 2 more doors here. In fact, that's where the trail. Look, you can even see where the wagon was put in. Look, it's the fact they used. It's the fact that they used. It's the fact that they used walls as doors that threw me. You know what I mean?
That would be confusing.
I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do that for this one. Like so. That one, because then I can turn them into doors, which means you can open them if you want. Then I can just get rid of that one, get rid of that one, and then go back to game mode. So you now have 2 doors on this side. There we go. That's better. So now the doors are actually doors that users can click upon. Okay. Sophia's next. You destroy the pod person.
Is this 2 full swarms of piranha dogs or one that got split into 2 little ones?
2 different swarms.
2 little swarms. Okay, fair enough then. This is a horse stable, right?
An old horse barn, yes.
Well, I'm going to pick up that old pitchfork that's lying there.
Okay.
And start thwapping this prairie dog, piranha dog, whatever the heck, swarm with it.
With a pitchfork.
No, you need a shovel for shoveling poo. So it's a blunt weapon.
If you'll let me swap it for a shit shovel, then I'll have a shit shovel instead.
That's absolutely fine. That's why I was asking if you really wanted to pick up the pitchfork.
No, I'll go with a shit shovel.
Okay. That's fine. You pick up the poo shovel.
Oh, well, maybe it was a pitchfork or No, I think I'm going to actually Benny that damage because that really is dismal. Not that that's a lot better, really, but never mind.
No problem. You. There's clang. You hear you sort of clang and bash away, but you know what I mean. Okay.
And as I won't be breaking contact to do it, I would like to also move around to there, if that's okay.
That
if it's
isn't
not okay. That's fine.
That's not a ground level door.
Oh, it's not? Okay, fine. Then I'll come back.
I know it shows as a door, but it's a hayloft door, so you have to scale the building to get through the door.
That's fine then. I'll just keep splatting prairie dogs for the time being.
One has the Joker.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, and with the Joker, I'm going to try again to take care of both of these. So 2 actions. First one against Swarm 2. Punch, kick, swing.
Hit with a raise.
Numerous prairie dogs bounce off the wall of the barn.
Indeed. And the second swarm is the shaken swarm. You only need to shake this swarm.
That's what it's reminding me of, the scene from the very beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy film.
Yes.
Kicking those little squeaky things.
Okay, that's both swarms incapacitated with a big sticky splat.
And I'm hoping that there is a back door back here.
Well, there's a door there and there's a door there.
Are those our doors? Okay.
They are doors. That's the problem. I realised they didn't look like doors before because of the way they were being drawn, but they are actually doors. So I've changed them so you can see that they're doors, if that makes sense.
Okay. And then I'll just move over there now. For now.
No problem at all. John Watts, you're up next, sir.
You can see these doors almost open, John.
If you got any massively damaging area of effect stuff, you could blow the bloody door off. Go for it. If you're using your manifold manipulation by telekinesis grid, go for it. Actually, your elemental manipulation could just smack stuff, can't it? Oh yeah, strength 10. Go for it. Make a strength 10 attack. Just roll strength 10. You just need to get a success to get through the door because you needed 2 successes and 1 success has already been done. That's a success. Right, okay. The door opens. Revealing lots of people hiding inside the barn.
Yeah, I think we're going to be leaving in the middle of this fight.
There we go. Okie dokie. Cultist number 1. Actually, they're just the cultists aren't going to do a lot, believe it or not. They're actually they're armed with ritualistic daggers and no ranged weapons, so they're going to wait for you to come to them. However, actually, as you kick open the door, I get to take Frank Debney off hold because he's on a joker and he can act at any time. You're too late. Our forest mother has already run. There's nothing you can do. Nothing. And with that, he froze open. The door next to him and moves to one side. The cultist here suddenly screams in terror and starts backing away from the opened door. Percy Vancouver is next.
Well, now, last time I specified I was climbing back out of the tree. Did you catch that, or do I need to climb out of the tree?
No, you're out of the tree. You're fine.
There's a hell of a lot of things in there.
I'm very glad I can't see them.
And that's as far as I can get.
Okie dokie. Buckshot. Okay.
And Juan doesn't usually need a whole hell of a lot of help.
Hey, single barrel shotgun blast at William Money. Hitting. Oh, that's got the old bug of shotgun. Hang on, 3d6. Why did that do -10? Why has it got -3d6?
Because it's
it's
1-3d6.
It should say up to 3d6.
So basically, you're rolling.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, agreed. It should say up to. That's why whenever I built shotguns, I only ever put 1d6 in, so you could manually add the extra damage or take it off as needed. But anyway, that should be 10 points of damage.
If you put up to it, puts in 3d6 and you can edit it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't create this bloody module. Actually, I did create the bad guy in this module. Bugger, that's my mistake. I'll have to fix that.
Yep, you did it.
Okay, Mr. William Money, you take buckshot. From buckshot, in fact.
Aye.
I've got no cover by this door that I just burst open there.
Well, it just blew a hole in it. Buckshot, Deputy's employee at the Frontier store, apparently. It says Buckshot 2 and Buckshot 1. I don't know.
So I know this man, Newton Chelmsford.
Because there's another buckshot further back.
Yeah, but I don't think there should be. I don't know why there's 2 buckshots. So I'll get rid of...
Delete buckshot 1. He doesn't exist.
Yeah. Sure why there's 2 buckshots, so that's fine. There's only 1 in the combat tracker as far as I can see. I don't know why it added 2. Not to worry. You soak it. You dive to the side, back into cover as the shotgun goes off. Mr. William Money, you're up next.
Going to back away. And what is this Mayor Newton geezer doing?
Actually, sorry, I'm just...
That's Major Newton Chelmsford.
Right, sorry, Major. Can't read.
Cackling maniacally, possibly.
Sorry, I've just decided to... you don't get to go next because I've just decided to spend a penny to get myself a better card.
I'm going to do that as well then. I thought you were supposed to do it at the beginning of the round.
No, you
You
can
can spend pennies at any time.
All right, okay.
That's the whole point.
I'm somewhat worried by the name of that thing.
Okay, medium blast template. It's Mercy's just out the blast radius. Okay, so this. Okay, how does it actually work? These Rochefers, they can't. Okay, it comes rushing. That's fine. I'm just freaking you out. It comes rushing towards you. The prairie dog starts attempting to bite you.
Prairie
He's
dog,
actually-
so I'm just going to move. Why is a prairie dog rolling to attack?
Because it's a prairie dog. It's biting you.
Oh, it's actually a prairie dog. It's not a Okay, right, good.
It says prairie bomb. I'm guessing there's something about it different.
That's just.
So you mean a prairie dog, not a piranha dog? Actual cute little fluffy things.
I will put this down to I will put this down to very interesting descriptions. For some reason, although they're called prairie dogs, they're actually piranha dogs. So God knows why they've named them that, but obviously that's
okay.
So I'm going to rename it to Piranha Dog 1, Piranha Dog 2. So they're not swarms, they're just individual dogs. They are slightly bigger than the others, and they seem a lot more fanatically annoying. Okay, so that one does that. So then we're on to Piranha Dog 2, who's going to run. Gets to there. Then we get to Piranha Dog 3, who's going to run.
Is this what happens when you mix Caddyshack with Tremors?
Okay, that's... Now, Mr. William Money, you can go. You've got 2 piranha dogs trying to bite at you. Actually, sorry, piranha dog number 3 does actually get to bite you. Gets to attack you. Missing. Over to you,
How
sir.
does he bite me from that range?
Because he's in range. You're under his shadow.
Really
Sure,
long.
Don't forget they're not stationary. It will move towards you, then back away and yip and squeak. And anyway, over to you, sir. What are you up to? You're targeting Piranha Dog 1. Go for it.
Yep.
You're shooting it. Okay, roll for damage. Okay.
What happened there? No, that I didn't do that. That's just gone freaky on itself and rolled 3 bennies in a row. That was a bug.
I only see 2 bennies, so I'll give you 1 back. Okay. Piranha Dog 1 takes you shoot Piranha Dog 1.
Why does it say fighting
Brass
brass
knuckles.
knuckles? when you
Yeah, I know.
shoot it?
That's what I'm saying. It was a bug. I didn't do that. It just went and done some weird thing. Yeah.
Okay. Piranha Dog 1, you shoot Piranha Dog 1, causing 4 points of damage. Piranha Dog 1 explodes.
Good.
Ew.
No, that's not good. It's called a piranha prairie bomb, isn't it?
Okay,
When it says
it explodes, detonating. Basically, the bullet punches it, causing the nitroglycerine inside it to explode.
Oh, great.
Causing 17 points of damage to William Money. Causing 17 points of damage to the Piranha Dog 3, which causes it to explode.
Do you not get to roll evasion from explosions or?
Only ones that are telegraphed.
Did you really expect the small furry critter to blow up that big?
Hey, at least you caught Major Newton Chelmsford.
It did indeed, so I'm going to have to roll for Maiden. Yep, I'm going to have to roll that as well. Nitro Blast on Major Newton Chelmsford.
So I got 2 nitro blasts from the 1 dog, did I?
No, there's
No.
the first one, the second one.
Well, the
The
combat
first
tracker
dog-
shows nitro blast 1, nitro blast. So I got.
Yeah, because the first Nitro Blast exploded the second Piranha Dog,
Yeah, but it's
which
2
then hit you
nitro
in.
blasts. But on the combat tracker, it's got 3 nitro blasts.
Yes, because one of them's for the NPC.
Right, on me,
Two
I'm
on
talking
you.
about.
One.
Yeah,
You've
it's
targeted
3 on
him
me.
3 times.
No, I haven't.
My
Aye.
combat tracker, it shows me having 3, 17
So
wounds, 17.
Aye, so what you want to do is try and soak the first one. There you go, and then
I didn't target you twice for damage. I don't know what. I must have dragged it on there manually by mistake.
Oh, not even.
What
This
you want
might be
to
the
do
end of William Money. He shot a dog and that was it.
What you want to do, Mr. Money, is give me an adventure card in exchange for the one I've just given you.
Shot a dog. And John Wick came out and
Doggone.
kicked his ass.
Indeed. That's still one of my all-time favourites. Before Endgame came out and we didn't know how it was going to end. They showed someone did some very clever special effects to have John Wick's puppy turning to dust as he's holding it. And the next picture was the next picture was Thanos just going, shit.
I have those 3 bennies back.
Why? You spent them.
I didn't. I got this card to spend there.
Yeah, but you could spend the card, but you already spent the bennies. What's the card? You haven't played the card, so yeah. So at the moment you're taking.
Sorry, wrong one. Where's he gone? Did I give you the card back?
It's absolutely fine. You each play
it's not that one.
you played it. You've played it.
He said that's the wrong one.
The wrong card. Okay, I played the wrong card. To give that
Everyone
to one of the
gets,
NPCs.
no, wait. If you play that card, everyone else gets another play of adventure cards, mate. And you've played it, so you get another card. Yeah, you all get another adventure card. So don't worry about it. If you've played it, why not? Have fun.
Right, okay.
So everyone gets another adventure card. There you go.
ooh, that actually might be useful.
And then I'm just going to... Yeah, that's fine. Then you're playing Benny and Me.
Juan did not get a second adventure card, nor does he have a second play.
I haven't got one either.
I clicked on everyone. Okay.
Not showing I have a second play, but I had 3 cards anyway, so I don't know how many I'm supposed to have.
Well, I got one.
Just-
I didn't.
worked
I
for
didn't get a
Adolfo.
card or a play.
Now, I've got a card here that it says for the remainder of the encounter. So if this encounter continues to
You've
the
got
next
two.
session,
You've got 2 plays, and that means you got your extra card.
Who are you saying that to?
Sophia, I can see you've got 2
No,
plays.
I've got 2 plays anyway because I took Dark Bargain.
Oh, does Dark Bargain give you an extra play? Does it?
Mhm.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
I-
worth it otherwise.
Mine works because I've got 2 to play and I've already played one. So
I'm showing that I've got 1 play and I've got the same 3 cards I had before all this
So
conversation started.
it worked. It worked, and then suddenly stopped working. Why is that? I have no idea. That's helpful, isn't it? Because
The
I
entire
watched.
thing seems
I
to
watched
have
the
got-
amazing.
It's the prairie dogs. They've got into the
The
system.
amazing Adolfo got an extra card. I saw that. So who didn't get an extra bloody card then?
I did.
Juan.
And Mercy.
Thank you.
So why did it work for some but no, not the others? That's what I want to know.
No.
Ooh!
And them wounds go on someone else.
You get to decide who within five
Mm.
inches of you.
I
goes with
kicked
them.
I kicked the prairie dog, and it landed in them cultists over there.
And
Okay,
and that's
so-
what I was asking. If a card says it lasts for the remainder of this encounter, that's still in effect if this encounter runs to next week, right?
Yes.
Now I'm really sad because I've got 3 plays and 5 cards, and there are 13 minutes left of the night.
Okay.
Usually-
Don't be sad. We'll carry on next week.
Does that add
Are
automatically?
you soaking? Are you soaking the arcane inspiration? Add trait rolls to activate powers the range of this encounter. Okay. Are you soaking the other wound, the other attack you took?
Did I take the other attack? Because, well, yeah, I soaked one of them, didn't I?
You soaked 2 wounds off one attack, but then you played a card to transfer that to someone else. But you then took a
So
second
then I would have
wound.
soaked. So them soakings would have gone on to this other one, wouldn't it?
I'll allow it.
Thank
Technically, that's not what you did, but I'll allow it.
It's because I didn't see the adventure card until it was too late. Yeah.
Response to that, Piranha Dog 3 has exploded. Piranha Dog 1 has exploded. There we go. Okay, that gets us to Hod. Hod up
Now,
to.
do I get to shoot someone there, don't I?
You shot the Piranha Dog.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Right. It's Hod's turn. It's not that geezer holding the door shut.
I'm going to move him up to. I'm going to move him up to cover there, and he is going to fire his Colt Frontier at John Watt. Missing. Paddy Gallagher. Going to move into cover here. Okay, and Piranha Dog Swarm is going to basically swarm all over here, fighting anywhere it can, causing a potential wound upon Sophia.
Oh, oops. Yeah, that did work. Yep, that's good.
Mercy Vancouver. +2 great roll on powers for remainder of encounter. Let's just do it like that. It won't automate it because obviously you have to do it manually. But that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, that I need it.
Yeah. And then I get to the other Piranha Dog Swarm gets to swarm all over Sophia as well. Shaking Sophia. That brings us to whatever it was that caused that person to scream
Oh dear.
and back away in terror. Oh, true frenzy. Okay. Oh, tentacles. 4 tentacle actions. So that's tentacles is all 4 tentacles that act as a single action, don't they?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go.
Each technical gets its own action.
There we go.
Yes, as one action for the creature overall.
Yep.
Yes, and then we end up talking about actions per actions, or I prefer Cthulhu Krakens.
So this gets really interesting. If he's got 4 tentacles and improved frenzy, that's scary.
Oh yes.
That is because frenzy means you get to take 2 actions. So it can't use. It just means. Does that mean it goes 4 tentacles, 4 tentacles, 4 tentacles, 4 tentacles in one round?
No.
Because you can only frenzy twice, even with improved frenzy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Frenzy allows you to attack twice. So if it can use its 4 tentacles as a single action, isn't that 8 tentacles and then 8 tentacles?
No, each tentacle is its own action. It's not a matter of one action. It's not a matter of one action costs 4 or allows 4 tentacles. It's one action allows 4 separate attacks, and you can frenzy 1 or 2 of those tentacles.
Agreed. That's how I figured it would be, but that's why I was asking. Anyway, it doesn't really matter.
It's actually it's melee auto fire.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is from the perspective of what William Muddy sees is 4 tentacles shoot out the open door. They grab hold of these 2 cultists and pulls them inside. They're screaming all the while, and their screams are suddenly cut short.
Ew.
Oh.
Hang on, Juan Hong Long Pong Yong is on the other side of that wall.
So I just heard all of that.
So when they get dragged in, I take it all. Everybody in the party goes, oh.
Exactly.
Juan grins.
The amazing Adolfo is next.
At last, a challenge worthy of my powers.
Exactly.
These horse stalls, how high are they?
Pardon?
The partitions on these horse stalls, how high are they?
6 foot.
So they're vaultable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm letting the devil out. And I want to vault as many of these as I can in one turn, hacking up the pod people as I go to save the miners.
Okay, as you vault over the first one, you can see the decapitated miner being absorbed by the pod person.
Right, then I hack the pod person and move on in the hopes of saving some more miners.
Yeah, you won't be able to save the miners. You managed to save one, but you can vault over them. But yeah, they're all unfortunate, and you can hack the pod people up because they are unable to defend themselves because they're too busy eating the miners.
In which case, I'll go as far down the line as I can, hacking up as many pod people as I can.
Mm-hmm. As you do that, you hear a piranha dog sort of chittering as you vault over that first vault. Okay, yep, no problem at all. Sophia D.
I'm going to an athletics roll for that, but with letting
Don't
the
worry
devil
about
out, I think I did fairly well.
Yeah, Sophia D. You recover your shaken. You recover your shaken as they pour all over you. But don't forget, they're not actually engaging you in combat, so you can run away from them if you want.
I'm going to do something pretty cool here. I am going to Arcane Spike. I am casting the protection power. I am casting it with additional recipients with the hurry modifier and the range +2 to get as many people as I can in that.
Okay, you still have to spend the PowerPoints, don't forget.
Yes, I know. I'll work out how many that is in a minute. But I'm also spending that to take the ace card that was played earlier for the roll.
Nice.
So you play the ace. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Powers. So you're casting it with a raise. Character powers.
Do you know what that means you can do? Cast it short, so you only spend 1 PowerPoint to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, you short it out as well.
That's why I didn't care what the PowerPoints were.
That's unbelievably busy. Okay. Range of smarts. What's your smarts, Sophia?
1 second, I'm on the wrong window. Smarts is 4, but I've done the double range increase, so I've tripled it
12.
Well, to be honest, there's no point in tripling it because you can only do people you've got line of sight to. So double it. Not that it matters from a point cost point of view, but you know what I mean.
And it's obviously a glow of heavenly light protecting people.
Okay, protection with a raise its toughness as well, and 2 points of armor. Raise the bonuses applied to toughness instead. Why does it have +4 and +6 toughness? I don't. It'd only be +2.
Because it's old code carried over.
Okay. There we go. So protection applied to William Money, Mercy Vancouver, John Watt, and yourself.
And they also put Hurry and Shroud on it as well, they said.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to ignore that because I can't put those on automatically. They're not in the effects. I'm sorry, if they're not in the effects, you can't do it anymore.
They are on one, so you can copy and paste them.
You can put it on one person and drag it from person to person on the combat track.
True that.
And they're on one already.
Yeah, but the type that what you can't do is I can't make them apply on Sophia's turn. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You do it manually, it doesn't technically do it correctly.
Mm.
I'll time it at different times.
Mm-hmm. Also means maintaining it's a bit messy, you see.
Yeah.
And I think I will also climb up a bit towards the hayloft to get out of range of these little shits.
Okay, that's an athletics check then, players.
No problem.
Why have you done that first? You might have been able to see me through the door at the top, but never mind.
I didn't realise it was a line of sight. Otherwise, I would have.
Unless they see otherwise.
Fair enough. I will remember that.
Line
Apparently,
of
I've
sight.
tested that against everybody else, but it doesn't really matter. I've succeeded with a raise.
Ruby Zane. Where's Ruby Zane? Ruby Zane's over here. Ruby Zane is going to advance. Softly. Shoot at John Watt. Missing. Rawhorn. They put. I'm looking at time. I think that's probably a good place to leave this round, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I made sure that this encounter, that anything we apply now runs till next week.
Okay. Now, Betty's hand cards will not be reset until after this fight. Therefore, I have just dealt the new round. So the combat will start with the amazing Adolfo on the Joker. If you want to spend Betty's to reset power points, you can, but we shall leave it there. As the chaos in the barn becomes more and more interesting.
Yeah, the thing is going to eat most of the things in the barn if we just leave them to it.
Yeah, but then we're going to have to deal with the thing, and it might get stronger if it eats whatever the thing is.
Indeed. We shall leave it there, and we'll see you next week on that score.
Thank you very much.
Oh, good.